What's up, everyone? Welcome to another video. Today I have the pleasure to share these two new fragrances from the House of Amouage with you, Boundless and Material. Highly anticipated, highly talked about. I couldn't wait to get my nose on these, from the note breakdown, from the perfumers, the actual noses behind this stuff. Very, very excited to share these with you. So if you want to know all about these fragrances from Amouage, stick around. It's up next. Welcome back to another video. I'm Max Forte. Today, of course, all about the two newest released 2021 Amouage brand new fragrances, Boundless and Material. Very, very curious, very excited about these fragrances. Can't wait to crack them and share them with you. Now, I have a very special announcement at the end of this video. If you guys want to actually try these fragrances, stick around, you won't want to miss it. All right, so first of all, before we get cracking here to smell these fragrances, I want to give a huge shout out to Amouage for sending these fragrances to me. Of course, thoughts are my own. Of course, if I love it, I love it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. If it's not my favorite, it's not my favorite. You guys will know I keep it 100. I keep you in the know. That's what I do here. But before we get cracking here, of course, huge shout out to Amouage, but also a shout out to another fellow reviewer, writer, blogger, Darish Alavi, aka Persolaise. Guys, check it out. He wrote a book, a story, a novel, which is called The Fullness of Paradise, which has a lot to do with these fragrances, because when you think about the house of, Amouage, the Sultan of Oman, fragrances that are fit for a king, or the gift of kings, this stuff here has a lot to do with this stuff. The story is really cool. It starts off at chapter 5 and it goes backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can check it out at fullnessofparadise.com. And of course, check out Persolaise's channel here on YouTube. He's amazing, very technical, quirky, and funny reviewer, very wordy. Love his stuff. Always have fun collaborating with him. In fact, we have a series that we're going through right now through the decades. We just covered the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s will be releasing soon. And of course, the 2010s. So if you guys want to check out his channel, please do. Link below with everything else. Always link below to make your lives easier. All right, so as we do always here on the channel, we're do the gentleman thing to do. We're going to do ladies first. Technically, Material is a fragrance created for women. As you see, the bottle, Statics here is going to be more of a women's fragrance, and Boundless has a square-looking bottle, which is more for the guys. About a week and a half ago, I talked about news fragrances that are up and coming, and these were the ones that I was most curious to check out. So let's take Boundless out of here for a second. We're gonna give Material the stand here, the highlight. We're gonna open this up, and we're going to let you guys know exactly my first thoughts, first impressions on this fragrance, which, by the way, the nose behind this fragrance is one of the best, in my opinion, modern day perfumers. Of course, Cécile Zarokian. We had the pleasure to have her at Scent Explore. Scent Explore, a little plug here. Last year, second annual, and she was amazing. She was part of the panel, and I love her stuff. Ani is great. She's done work with Javoy. I mean, her stuff, her nose and her works are just amazing. So Material is a fragrance that is mostly surrounding, or prevalent note here is going to be Vanilla Absolute. As we can see here at the Amouage website itself, there's a word here from the creator, Cécile Zarokian. Amouage Material is about Vanilla Absolute. The star ingredient of this particular fragrance possesses a dual personality. So let's see what we get out of the fragrance first. I'm not gonna look at any notes at this point, even though I have looked at notes before. We have to say one thing is for sure here, the presentation is just breathtaking, guys. Cécile Zarokian signed it off here. Of course, you have some details here with the notes, which I'm not gonna try to read too much right now. We know it's vanilla based, Vanilla Absolute. It's probably gonna be boozy, spicy. I can't wait to try it. So, gorgeous bottle, red, which is my favorite color. It's got the purple, magenta kind of appointments with the golden or slash yellowish amber gemstone at the top. So magnetic cap, as always with new Amouage fragrances. Beautiful sprayer. Let's take her for a test drive. Wow. Okay, guys, so right off the bat, no joke. If you like fragrances like Mitsa from Dior La Collection Privée, if you like L'Art du Désert Marocain from Tower Perfumes, this is going to be in the same family, in the same genre. Absolutely breathtaking, stunning, stellar. Not just saying that, I love the stuff. And if you have your taste similar to mine, if you like spicy, vanilla, oriental kind of fragrances, you're gonna love this stuff. This is a stunner. Anyone can enjoy this. If you like spicy, again, you need to love heavy, spicy, ambery, vanilla. It's not overly sweet, but there is a sweetness here, of course. But I get more of a spicy, woody oriental vibe than pretty much the sweet gourmand. It's not gourmand, it's oriental spice or woody spice is really what screams here. There is a slightly gourmand because of the vanilla, but it's leaning more toward woody spice. Now let's look at the actual notes as we have it here on the box. So we have vanilla from Madagascar, or vanilla absolute from Madagascar. We have benzoin, resinoid, which also has this vanillic animalistic kind of a undertone. Frankincense, of course, which is a beautiful green frankincense that Amouage uses, which is like the best frankincense money can buy. Labdanum, which adds this green tinge to the fragrance. Tonka bean absolute, here's your sweetness. Oud oil, patchouli, guaiac wood, which is also very resinous and very aromatic. Osmanthus absolute, which is great. Osmanthus is one of my favorite floral notes because it gives off almost like a dry tobacco kind of a feel to the scent. And last but not least, elemi. Incredible stuff here. Let me give you guys a quick rating here before we get into Boundless. So material, right off the bat here, 8 3/4, 8.75 or a 9, just from a first impression standpoint. Of course, I'm not wearing on skin, of course I will. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see a full review on this one or on Boundless. And of course, stay tuned until the end for something special. But amazing stuff, material, incredible. Kudos, Cecile Zarokin, keep them coming. Next up, we have Boundless here, which is the masculine release. This is a fragrance that I was mostly excited about. I have to say, you know, we're almost hitting the halfway point of the year, but I heard about this fragrance way before, and because of the notes, because the nose that was, you know, commissioned to do this fragrance, I was very, very curious. I mean, the bottle is going to be a little bit of a plum kind of a color. I don't know if there's plum in here, if there's going to be like a liquor facet, but just from the bottle standpoint, which has this magenta plum kind of a vibe, I got really curious. And the notes are amazing. We're talking tobacco, oak moss, vetiver. I mean, it's got all of my favorite fragrance notes of all time. So this one here, I'm very, very curious and hoping that this is a home run and perhaps even my favorite release for 2021. We shall see. Beautiful presentation here, amazing colors. There's so much going on here. I mean, gorgeous opening. The bottle is just absolutely amazing. Signed off by the perfumer, Corinne Vachon-Spener. The bottle is amazing. I think it's like one of my favorite bottles from Amouage at this point. Gorgeous, plummy red kind of a color with the you know, magenta kind of a jam, you know, cream appointments. Just unbelievable. And of course, not gonna look at the notes right now because I wanna, you know, take it for a test drive before we get into the notes, guys. So I'm thinking because of the notes, again, magnetic cap, information at the bottom, beautiful Amouage sprayers. Wow, you know, when I have this smile on my face, I'm happy. This is amazing. This is breathtaking good. This is breathtaking good. I'm speechless. Even having a hard time talking how good this is, guys. All right, so I'm getting like a boozy tobacco, spicy, earthy vetiver nuance. Very juicy in the beginning. I'm thinking of fragrances like Creation E from Roger Parfums. I'm thinking of Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford. You know, those kind of fragrances with that level of creativity, with the level of quality is what I'm thinking about. This is, again, it's going to be in the same family, in the same genre of those fragrances that I just mentioned. So if you like those, chances are you're gonna love this. All right, so let's get into the notes here, guys. The notes for Boundless, we're talking blood orange, cardamom, very spicy, ginger CO2, almost fizzy. I can see that juiciness that I talked about. It's almost like a ginger drink, like a ginger beer type of a thing. Elemi, frankincense, myrrh, which I love, vetiver, patchouli, guaiac wood again, papyrus, benzoin, vanilla bourbon again, featured in both fragrances, cocoa absolute, tobacco, and moss, oak moss, which I love. I mean, all of my favorite notes are here, guys. So I'm thinking that fizziness that you're getting from the ginger beer kind of a facet that I'm getting here will probably go away, and you're gonna get the darker facets, the tobacco, the vetiver, the earthiness, the incense. I think all those heavier notes are gonna start to creep in, fill the heart, and then the dry down is gonna leave you this beautiful tobacco that's gonna be almost boozy-like because of the vanilla absolute. There's no tonka here, but it's nice and sweet. It's not overly sweet, it's not overly smoky, it's not overly anything. It's really well blended and just stellar, guys. It's something that I would wear, you know, for occasions that I really want to stand out, want people to ask me, what are you wearing? You know, it's the exact seasons and occasions that I would wear a fragrance that it's going to elevate my style and give me an edge of, you know, intrigue, mystique, and just this beautiful oriental melange that I'm getting here. This is incredible, guys. I'm very, very happy with this one. Comparing the two without wearing them on skin, I said 8.75 or 9 of this one. This would be like 9.25. Again, without even wearing on the skin. This stuff is amazing. Both are amazing fragrances. I think for a while there, I haven't really, you know, tried a fragrance from Amouage that really blew my mind. These are it, guys. These are amazing, great perfumers collaborations. And I think that I love the direction that Amouage has taken at this point with Renaud Salmon as their creative director. Just incredible stuff, guys. You gotta get your nose on this, and this is your chance. Of course, let me know in the comments which one sounds most interesting to you and why. And would you like to see a full review on these? Let me know. We'll get into, you know, projection, performance, and all that good stuff, transition on skin. But just the first impression here, you guys have a chance to wear the official carded samples from both Boundless and Material. All you have to do, guys, follow details in the description of this video to find out how you can win. At this time around, only for US viewers, but of course I'll do international giveaways for you guys in the very near future. But if you guys want to win not one, but 2 of each one of these, 2 Boundless, 2 Materials for 4 different winners, guys, follow details in the description of this video. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you today. If you did appreciate this video, if you do enjoy what I do here, I keep you in the know. That's what I do. I bring forth fragrance knowledge, fragrance information for you as much as possible. You guys know it. Leave it in the like, click the subscribe button for me, and of course, don't forget to enable your notification bell icon so you get videos like these straight into your feed. As always, remember, guys, fragrance is emotion in motion. So choose your fragrance wisely and wear what truly moves you. I'll see you guys right back here with another video very soon. Take care.